Hey guys, it's Double, and I'm back with a first impressions video of Alan Wake, a game I have been waiting for and waiting for. Finally here. I think it was released a couple days ago in the UK, but it just came out in Canada for me today, and I went out and picked it up, and I'm pretty psyched about it, so I'm just gonna I'm going to go into a bunch of things about the game. And sorry if I sound like more nasally than normal, if that's even possible for me. But I have a little bit of a cold, and I've just been, chilling, eating some soup, and drinking some Benylin. But basically, this game is, it's tough to, it's very difficult to actually explain. But what it looks like at the beginning here, you can see he hit this guy, and in a second here, he disappears. So to me, this looks like a dream, and if you guys don't know already, this game was made by Remedy, and Remedy, if you guys don't know what games they have done before, the one they're most known for is Max Payne. I think they did both 1 and 2. One of the best games I played. It was for the Xbox original. Definitely one of my favorite games of all time. I actually bought it on the Xbox not too long ago, and that used to be one of my favorite. Basically, they had this really good idea with the game. They commentated certain parts of it, and it was almost like a comic book, which I can see they brought a little bit of into this because they have a commentary, like a running commentary of sort of Alan Wake's thoughts as he's going through here, narrating his own story. So it kind of feels a little bit like that, and I really, I don't know if I should do a full playthrough of this, because, by the way, if I do end up doing that, it's probably going to be spoilers and stuff, and if you guys don't want to see any of this, this is just a tutorial and stuff, so hopefully it doesn't give too much away, or anything that I know of. But basically, you're going to see in a second here, this game revolves around light, and I don't have too much, actually fighting, or what do I call it, like action gameplay, I guess you could call it, because the videos would be too long, and these videos take too long to render for me. I don't have proper render settings. I gotta get some better ones for you guys so I can get a bunch of videos up. If I had the best render settings, I'm sure I could get you guys a lot more videos. But yeah, I go over here and picked up this, and I think it actually gives you an achievement. I had notifications off just so you guys can have like a really cinematic feel for it. So I guess you guys can see already the graphics are incredible. You're going to see in the video a little bit of distortion at the top part, maybe through the video, like the middle. That's not actually in the game. That's just my capture card can't handle that kind of high enough FPS. So you can see this is a character, and this guy right here, he's actually explaining what kind of character he is and stuff like that. If you listen to it, I don't know if I have it boosted enough for you guys to hear it. It's kind of a quiet game. You do need to turn it up quite a bit. I noticed I had to turn my TV up to almost like half volume. Usually for other games I only have to put it up to like 20. But definitely this is some kind of nightmare that he's having, and you find out about that later. I don't want to spoil, but it does feel like a nightmare, and I already know what the answer is, but I'm just going to give you you guys my answer of what it looks like to you. Sorry, and you can see there's, I think that's a picture of Alan Wake there he's missing, so in his own mind, he's missing, I think, and there's a lot of clues. If you guys seen these prequels on Machinima, I studied these things, because I've been actually looking, and it sounds really fucking nerdy, to be honest, but I really like this game, and the coolest thing about it is they're going to actually have like an add-on to it, so it's not just like a once playthrough and it's done. They're going to add on to it, and I'm so happy. So here's a little bit of combat. I kind of fail here, but that's basically the dodging system. You can see kind of he's like a sloppy dodger. He's not, he's not trained to fight. He's a writer, so it's not like other games just like your character's just magically good at stuff. So you can see he's just kind of running around, he gets tired, and he's like an everyday guy, but, he has he's got like a psychological problem, he's living these nightmares, and I think that's going to be like a big part in the game. And now there's my cold, so if you hear me guys, sniffle like that, then, yeah, my apologies. So you can see that darkness around the character. I think that looks so cool, like when I was playing through this, I was like, God, these graphics are intense. Just the forest and everything looks really, really lush, and I'm excited to play through, and I hope you guys, if you want to see a little bit of a playthrough for this, it might take a while, because the render times are friggin' ridiculous, but I'm definitely going to look for some settings. So you can see these lights are going out around me, so obviously they have an effect on them. You can see as I'm getting closer, and that thing's getting closer, the lights go out, so it has a present, the light, or, I don't know, it's obviously dimming the light, because lights in this game are the source of pretty much everything. You gain health from them, and it weakens enemies. So you're pretty much using light to your advantage, and they're getting rid of it to their advantage, and that's the whole thing so far. And I'm really gonna go deep into this for like the main video, just so you guys can understand it a bit. But you can see this guy, he's trying to help me out. So obviously it's not just Alan Wake alone in his nightmare. He actually, incorporates other characters into it and stuff like that. But you can see here's a little cutscene. This guy gets locked out, and obviously, if this was like a real life scenario, it obviously wouldn't happen, but I think that door would be able to open. So maybe that door shutting and being locked there is just something that he thought up just to make the story more involving. I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking stuff, because this is a pretty interesting and diverse game. And just looking at all the prequels, and then I've read a lot on this game. Just I wanted to I'll have a lot of know-how for you guys to explain it. And you can see the TVs have all these eyes on it, so obviously something else that he's probably afraid of, something weird going on. I'm sure if you guys have ever had a nightmare or something, it's not the big stuff that scares me. Like for me, it scares you, but it's the weird things, the stuff that's not normal, is the more freaky things, if you guys understand what I mean. So you can see, these things are pretty powerful, or this one that Wake has just, thought up is extremely strong. It's shaking this entire house. This might be like a boss or some kind of thing later on in the game, or maybe some kind of different presence. And I'm down to no health here because I fail. I don't know what to do. And I'm playing this actually on the hard difficulty. You can't unlock Nightmare until you play through on hard. So this is if you guys want to see me play through on a hard difficulty instead of just run through it really easily. Take a look at these, and hopefully I'll do more of them if you guys want them. But if I don't get a bunch of comments and views, then I won't do them. If I don't get more than a couple hundred comments, then I'm definitely not doing them. I want to see if you guys are interested in it too. And you can see right there the light, obviously, brings your health back. And this presence here, I think this is Alan Wake trying to guide Alan Wake. So it's very confusing. I really want to go through this and try to explain it, because or maybe play through it together. If you guys have any, if you have it already, add me on live, and we'll spit some ideas back and forth about what's going on, because I pretty much studied the prequels and stuff, and I think it's such a cool game. And to be honest, it came out of nowhere. There's a few games coming out, and gaming's my passion, so I kind of want to know a lot about it, and hopefully you guys will enjoy these. So again, I think that might be Alan Wake is narrating this whole thing, but maybe that's him trying to guide himself through this nightmare. That might be what it is, but you see at the end here, I don't get it all in here for you guys, but actually I won't spoil it. I don't want to give it away. But this is the first part of combat. I think you get the flashlight here, and basically you're going to see the whole combat system in the game, which is pretty genius. I think they did a really, it's a pretty innovative thing they did here, and I love seeing innovation in games because it's difficult to come across that nowadays. So that ring there that you see slowly getting smaller, that is the shield, if you will, or that's the darkness, sorry. The darkness around them, and once that goes all the way down, you've depleted the darkness, but they're still evil inside, so you have to kill them anyway, but bullets can't harm them once that darkness is around them and surrounding them. So you got to get rid of that first, and then you get to, if you kill them with a gun or something like that, then they actually can be harmed by bullets and physical force. You can see it takes a few shots, and I think other enemies that I've played on a little bit further than this is actually my first time playing it, by the way. I put it on a little bit further, and they don't take as much light as that guy does, so it's not like a gratuitous process and really tedious. It's actually pretty interesting. So this is all I have for you guys so far. I hope to do more. Let me know, guys. This is Alan Wake, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Ciao, guys. See you next time.